Welcome to my channel. I am Erwin Ramiro, nonconformist watch lover. In today's video, I want to review and analyze Seiko Monster line, one of their watches. It's a Seiko Field Monster Superior Automatic Watch. I want to give us some information about what's field watch. The field watches are military inspired watch. It all began from the First World War. That time soldiers was using pocket watch. Army officers started using this kind of watch. It's a field watch, and it became a popular for all the army personnel and soldiers at the Second World War. And after Second World War, they make it more simpler for the public people, and it became a trend from that time. So field watch has some important specification. Even though that time, even currently when we are looking the good field watch, we are looking for three important specifications. First is solid made durability. Usually these watches are stainless steel, and some of the watch are titanium because of the lightweight and the good material as well. These are usually this kind of solid material is made, especially the case. The second important specs is lume, because that time as a field watch, a military person and soldiers were looking for, even to get darker, they want to track the time. The third important specifications is water resistant. As we all know, in the army they will need it higher water resistant than the other kind of watch, like a dress watch. Let's say at that time, when you look to right now the vintage watch, they are very low water resistance. Field watch, it was needed more higher water resistant point, like a minimum 50, and it generally 100. So the last of all is the accuracy. This category of the watch were that time were looking, important part was the accuracy. That's why they had the movement, especially they had the very accurate movement they were setting up. From that information, we are going to check in this watch. This field watch is matching this specification or not. As a 7-inch wrist, for me it's a big and heavy watch. By the way, the Monster line is Seiko. Monster, as we know that it's popular with dive watch. Some people are really big fan of it. Some people are dislike it. I can't say like a hate, but they don't consider and they don't like it. My personal opinion why they like it, from my observation, they like the design, the solid build quality, and the material the Seiko used, the movement and everything. The people who don't like or don't prefer is, I think, because of the case diameter, weight of course, and especially that's why who loves it really extremely love it, and who really not consider it, they don't care about it. That division came from the design and the dimensions and also the weight. Let's analyze the watch. That's how it looks like on my 7-inch wrist. I will take it out. By the way, the model number is SRP443. First of all, case diameter is 44.5 millimeter. Lock to lock is 50 millimeter. Case thickness is 13 millimeter, and lock width is 22 millimeter. Has a black dial, an orange hand and hour markers, hardlex crystal, let's say legendary Seiko patented hardlex mineral. That's a little bit invisible actually, but it's okay, not bad at all. Like everybody probably is gonna complain about the date window. There is a nice, the horizontal and the straight lines. It's given a nice touch, by the way. It has a compass bezel. That's a very smooth and brilliant. I like that function. And by the way, water resistant is 100 matter. Stainless steel bracelet. The middle is the big and the edges are small. Bracelet is really very good quality. I can say that. That's very well made bracelet. And 3-fold clasp with the safety lock on it. Whenever you got very solid watch, you feel it. Let's check how is the weight of this watch, because that's a heavy watch. Like honestly, I didn't check the weight before. It will be first for me too as well. 186.89. That's a upgraded movement of, as we all know, from the Seiko 5. By the way, that's a Seiko new movement 4R35. That's a entry-level movement. 23 jewels, 21,600 ticks per hour and 6 ticks per second. It has a hand winding and hacking, as you see the hacking upgrade. That's a workhorse movement upgrade, so we can't complain about that amazing movement. That's a superior movement. Really very solid made, high build quality watch from the every details. The crown is very smooth, by the way. I like all the details. It's all nice touch. It's a very beautiful looking watch. I want to show you the lume of this beautiful watch. Seiko is, we all know that, especially entry level watches, Seiko is doing amazing job. That's really long lasting and very good lume. I'm always curious, and I think you might be curious too as well, how will be this movement perform for R35 movement. Let's check in 3 positions. First, let's look at the horizontal position. Before I check as a Seiko movements, I check in this channel Seiko 5 Speed Racer. It has the 7S26 movement on it. By the way, horizontal position, it's giving me roughly -2, -4, roughly -3, let's say. I will check in the little bit angle position. It's giving me roughly +3. That's a very good performance, by the way, in this category especially. Let's look at the direct position. I can say -2 to +4 seconds a day. It's a amazing performance. So that watch is a lot of features, and the movement is performing amazingly as well. As you see in the details, that's a very solid, very high build quality of watch. Nothing to be complained. Especially, I want to mention one thing about the bracelet. That's a heavy watch. It's not just a bracelet part, case is very heavy too. In this case, the bracelet quality is matter, and it's really important. So why it's important, I didn't try, but however, from my experience, this watch won't be good fit with NATO strap or leather strap. The reason is, when the case is heavy, when you have the leather or like a light weight of the strap, let's say, this watch will be very uncomfortable. The reason is case is already heavy. Even though with this bracelet is very solid, still like when you are moving, you really feel the heaviness. So in this case, the bracelet quality is important because it's not good fit to change with another kind of straps. So this watch needs something solid bracelet and some really balancing with the heavy case. Second thing is, this watch is lume. The movement, as you see in the performance, those are wonderful. And 100 matter water resistant, it's very well matched with the field specifications. So when we are looking for field watch, we will look this 3-4 important details, and that watch is very well matched. If it's the sapphire, will be much more valuable in the long run because of the mineral. Hardlex mineral can be scratched, so will be much better option for this nice build quality watch. And I want to talk about the price of this watch. This watch is sadly I can't see everywhere. The thing is like this, yes there is, however it's not super popular like the other kind of field watch, like a Seiko Prospex line and the other lines as well. As we all know, Hamilton, Kaki, those field watches are super popular, and Seiko line field watches too as well. This watch is not that popular, or maybe not the people are curious or want to give a try. That might be the reason. Not eligible. They're still in the market and production. My understanding is still on the production, is not discontinued. So it's a good thing because there is a good deal on it. Whenever I look online, this watch usually range around 300 between to $500-600 range as a Canadian dollar. So for this quality and these specifications from Seiko brand especially, that's well worth the try. So I do suggest, especially if you are looking some solid, good quality and nice design from Seiko, I do recommend. For me, I don't like. The reason is that's a too heavy watch for me. I have a 7-inch wrist, so I don't usually like the heavy watch. It's not my personal choice. So I want to just share, if you have like a over 7-inch wrist, and if you like the big case diameter watch, and if you don't mind about the heavy watch, I strongly suggest. Thank you for watching, and thank you for your precious time. See you in next video. Bye bye.